YouTube. YouTube, let us know when you're on. You want to sit there so people can see you? Come on. Somebody's on. I said it first. And we got Facebook on too. What's going on, Facebook?
Just kidding. What's up, everybody? You gonna tell us when people are on?
Yeah. What's going on? Holy shit, YouTube's hopping on fast. Still nothing to Instagram though. Say what's up, everybody's hopping on.
What's up, everybody?
There we go, Instagram's on. There we go. I got more on YouTube than Instagram right now. That's the first.
The YouTube fam, I see y'all, man.
And then Jake, bro, if you just want to keep your eyes on everything.
Yeah. Here we go, everybody. Here comes Mr. Josh King McCreary. He's getting ready for the warm-up. He's coming in fresh. He's coming in warm. And here he is.
New merch? No.
Get away, you can.
Alright, yo. What up, guys? We're all good? Facing good? Yo, what up, guys? Josh King Madrid coming to you guys live. I'm actually, if you guys recognize, I'm at the old HQ with my boy JT, one of the best e-commerce dropshippers that I know. He actually found me on social media and moved here to come live by me.
Okay.
Right, I used to live here.
That's a lie.
Nah, I'm kidding, guys. Okay, actually, crazy story. So real quick, we're gonna give away one free ticket to this Saturday's event in Los Angeles, Hollywood Hills. It's gonna be in-depth e-commerce training, dropshipping training, going over Instagram, Facebook, advertising, email marketing, copyright, taxes, everything. 7-hour training, and it comes with a free online Excommerce program valued over $1,000. So we're gonna be giving away that free, and we're also gonna be talking about. We're gonna be bringing in a guest speaker today. I won't say the name just yet, but he's 16 years old. Making about $10,000 a month from a strategy that nobody talks about. Nobody's doing this, and he's been crushing it. He's been in Excommerce, beta testing, and working with all of us for quite a while now. And he's doing about $10,000 a month at 16. So I want you guys, whatever age you are, how can $10,000 a week change your life? Especially if you're 16, that's game changing. He wants to buy a GTR this year. I hope he does. Nah.
He needs a Tesla. That's a cool car, everybody. So
I got the GTR. Teslas are like Priuses on steroids.
But we beach on 0 to 60.
Doubt it. But so we're gonna give away a free ticket. We're gonna be bringing on a guest speaker, talking about how he's 16, making $10,000 a week, drop shipping with Shopify. And but a little backstory on me and JT, man, it's kind of funny. I used to live here. This is the old HQ. If you guys recognize it, you guys have been following my stuff for a while. And I recently moved. 5 minutes from here?
Yeah.
5 minutes from here. But we literally randomly met here. We randomly met. And we both found out that we're both in the internet, making money world. And, we're like, it's almost like really, really weird. Because I was living here with my cousin at the time. He lived here with his cousin. And we're like, hold up. We're
like twins or something.
Yeah. we had so much in common. We both leveled up. It was really funny because we both moved here. I was driving an old Beamer, still a pretty decent car. He was driving
my Honda Civic 2008, you know what I'm saying?
What are you driving now?
A Tesla Model S, the best car in actually the parking lot right now. So
paying cash too. So if the GTR was still here, that wouldn't apply though. But yeah, so it was really crazy because we moved here, randomly met by chance. Like that's a crazy story. I never met anybody unless it was online. I was making money online, and we randomly met by chance. And here we are, almost a year later. done a lot of things together, made a lot of power moves, worked on various businesses, and launching a new company. So I'm very excited, and it's cool to see both of our level ups here, kind of here side by side, collaborating, working on different projects together, and that's just crazy. Like it really kind of blows my mind. You never know who you're gonna meet. So a little tip real quick. Always be open to networking with people, talking to people. But even I seen his level up. I mean, dude, when you first moved here, what were you doing?
Well, first I was doing eBay, so I wasn't really doing dropshipping. I started to dabble in the dropshipping, but I was mostly focused like on eBay, so I actually had like inventory and stuff like that, and I was only making around like $10,000 like a month at first.
Sales or profit or?
That was sales. So profit was like probably like 80%. It was really high. So
how much have you leveled up since then?
Well, since now I moved to dropshipping, like I just been dominating marketing because I realized that every failure that I had was nothing more but a stepping stone to like wisdom and my success. So now I don't know if y'all want to see this, you know what I'm saying? But this month it's going in pretty hard, you know what I'm saying? So it's $230,000 so far in this month, and it's just beginning, almost over. So if you guys can't see that, you know what I'm saying? $230,000.
It's a lot more than 10,000.
It's a lot more, but
and how many months has that been since like? And the reason I want to bring that up is because a lot of people are watching this right now. Maybe you haven't got started, maybe you haven't, or maybe you haven't decided to scale it yet, and you think these numbers are like outrageous and crazy. How possible do you think it is for somebody watching this right now to be doing these type of numbers down the road?
I think it's really just like a cycle. Like they say, like the wheel's already been invented, so don't do anything to reinvent the wheel. And I feel like a lot of times it's really nothing more but you guys in psychology thinking like these numbers are too big to make, and that's actually bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually bullshit because there's people who's making way more than $230,000 a month. There's people in companies making millions of dollars a month.
Yeah.
So once you expand like your mindset, then that's when you can actually expand how much money you can actually make. And it's extremely possible because I do this strictly like mostly all the Instagram influencers on the strategy that I teach, which is called stacking. We've focused on that. I'm going to teach everybody that this weekend.
February 17th.
February 17th.
Yeah, so I hope you guys are at that event. Los Angeles, if you guys live anywhere in California, make an attempt to go. And we're going to be giving away one free event ticket to stick to the end of this live feed.
And then the stacking event is just like extremely simple. I'm not going to get into it tonight because I'm going to save it for the event. But with this event, this is how you really scale. I feel like you did your test at the beginning stage of Shopify and everything like that. Once you get into the stacking stage, you just literally stack, and you also have like your pixel building up on Facebook, which is insane. So what you think is big right now is really just the tip. It's not even the tip of the iceberg. It's just barely starting, barely scraping the ice. So it's completely possible, and it's completely, I don't want to say easy, but it is possible if you're willing to put in effort. And I want you guys all to realize something that we all are pretty much big on, and that is basically that things only happen fast when we multiply the effort you put into them. So if you take into like our wisdom and our lessons that we're going to be teaching, like we're literally going to be teaching you guys every single thing that we do, and the strategies that literally have just made us skyrocket to success, and the mental paradigm shifts that are necessary in order to make all that possible. And a big thing that we both preach and we basically just want to tell everybody is that you really don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to become great. And the best way to get started is by having like proven mentors who can actually show your results. Like I know there's a lot of bullshitters, no offense, like if you guys like those bullshitters, but there's a whole bunch of them on YouTube selling bullshit ass courses with shit that really doesn't work anymore, but they're just...
I say they're outdated or I got lucky.
Yeah, and then what they're literally doing, like if you're a real like big dropshipper, you can tell like they're literally just studying the subject and just like packing it up and just throwing it out as a course. Yeah. And like what we're gonna provide for you guys is literally people can just show you your phones, literally like as soon as you ask, hey, how much stuff you got today? I can literally just show you straight up. And that's what we're gonna provide.
Yeah, it's funny because I've seen some people, not everybody, I'm not trying to call anybody specifically out, but I've seen some people literally watch like the live feeds and the things that we've done. And actually I found out we had to ban some people for our Facebook group. Because I've seen some people in our Facebook group who, like, I don't know why they're in our Facebook group because they're out here selling people shit, like selling shit to other people. There's no reason for them to be in our group. And I realized that they were watching the stuff that we're talking about for free, 100% free, over the last 3 months in our group, and they're just selling that shit.
And then there's still a strategy. So like, there's a few different strategies I talk about. One of my strategies is called oh my god, I can't ever say it. One of the strategies is which I said, which is the stacking, and there's another one called the QQQ. And I've literally heard people just regurgitate that. I actually made that up out of like my own mind. And then like I heard people just say like, oh yeah, the QQQ formula, or yeah, the like this.
Oh,
I'm like, what the heck? They're just literally just spelling it.
Yeah, and you know because like it's shit that we're making up.
Yeah.
It's not like it was like you took it from somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Like I gave the name to it. Like what the heck?
And so yeah, it's just getting crazy, guys. So we're just out here, trying to build a community, trying to build a real platform, trying to build something where you guys can come, you guys can watch our stuff, and actually learn something. I don't have my phone obviously it's filming, but I had somebody comment on my, or he sent me a message on Snapchat today. I'll post a screenshot on my story after this live feed. But he's like, dude, at first, I saw the videos, I saw your guys' cars, I saw this, and I thought that you guys were just another one of those guys, just scamming people and selling BS. Just because some of the other people, they try to mimic or try to have the lifestyle we have and they're flashing it, and that's the only type of proof, instead of actually giving value and giving impact. And he's like, but I just went through a ton of your YouTube videos, and I've been following on Snapchat. He's like, holy fuck, dude, was I wrong? He's like, you're the only person who actually knows what the fuck they're talking about, and I got more value out of one video from you than I got out of watching people's entire channels. Yeah. And I'm like, thanks, dude. Like, duh. Like, I didn't want to be mean, but I was like, that's kind of what we've been saying. So just here, trying to provide a community. We had the Excommerce Facebook group open for like 8 months now. Been doing free live feeds. For those of you guys that are in the group, you've seen them. And a lot of people have just been getting a lot of value. And it's about time. Really close that the actual system, the platform, the online training is going to be available. All the tools, all the software, all that's going to be available for you guys. And that's why too we're having an event to work with the selected few of you guys in person. Kind of break this down. Exactly what we're talking about. Because this is going to be a community. This is not just going to be you come in here, you're looking at some information, you see some videos, and then you're like asking questions like, what's next?
It's really going to be, I don't want to say community, but I want to say a family, because we're basically all in this together. Like the only reason that we're actually doing this is because this is what actually fulfills us. Like we really want to create duplicates of like people who can actually become successful, change their family's lives, because as we change and impact their lives, they're going to move on and change a whole bunch of people's lives, and it's just literally like a domino effect. So it's more than a community, it's a family, it's a place where you can go where you don't have to worry about being judged. It's a place where you can go where you can just think big, because I realize the biggest issue nowadays is that people, it's not that they don't set goals, but they set goals that are way too small. Mm-hmm. And with this whole community, there's a thing it's called proximity. And I strongly believe that proximity is power. And if you're thinking what is proximity, is basically the people you hang out around with. And you just gotta get in proximity to those people who think big, the people who believe like it's possible to make however much money they just decide and just choose to actually make. And that's what this whole XCOM is actually about. And like we're literally gonna give you the formula. Like there's literally a fucking formula that we can just give you guys. Like it's literally the blueprint, I like to call, because it's literally the step-by-step things that if you constantly do this and you're constantly persistent with it, which is a huge factor, then you can literally get the same results and literally just do and make however much money you truly want. And not only are we going to give you the blueprint, but we're also going to give you that emotional backing. So whenever you fall, you have that people around you can motivate you, can push you, let you realize
that's key. People holding you accountable. And like I said, I've been in this space, for about 2 years now. Over the past 2 years, I've been a part of dozens of Facebook groups. I've gotten dozens of trainings. I went to, probably like 5 to 10, big events, expensive events. And one of the things I realized, especially a part of these Facebook groups, these, quote unquote communities that other people try to, claim it is that what I noticed is that there's tons of different people, coming in, but everybody is lost, 100% lost. They come in the group and asking questions that, necessarily shouldn't really be questions, because there are things that, they're pretty simple stuff that can easily be figured out, but they just have the right foundation. And so, what ends up happening with a lot of these other Facebook groups you guys see, and a lot of these other quote-unquote communities, is you have thousands of people who have no idea what they're doing, trying to give advice to other people who have no idea what they're doing. And so, what ends up happening is everybody's lost, and everybody, doesn't get results. I know so many people over the last 6 months, guys who, started e-commerce and then quit after a few months, and they got some results. But then the thing is, they're consulting people on, who might have got just a little bit better results than them, thinking that they can help them, and then they get lost because both parties don't really know what they're doing. And it was just mass confusion. There was no place where anybody could just come, and there was a higher level of thinking, a higher foundation, and a higher platform and basis for people to all be on the same page. So the quality of the conversations questions that are being asked are up here instead of up here. So instead of what is an LLC or how do I set up a store, it's hey, how do I scale my store from 50,000 to 300,000? So another concept behind the Excommerce community, and the reason we're doing these events, give away a free ticket. And if you guys want to come too for the 17th and 24th in Los Angeles, California, I know it's last minute, but being spontaneous is good. You got to be able to get out of your comfort zone.
And make sure you're there, because one of the biggest issues with dropshippers they have is actually finding products. And the system that I've created to help me have so much success is called the quadrant. And I'm going to be teaching that quadrant. There's literally 4 things that you focus on that you literally do, and you can literally make money all year long, no matter what time it is, because you already have the quadrant set up. So make sure you're there, because that's going to be extremely powerful. That's going to be one of the probably the most important things, because that's the biggest struggle dropshippers have. It's like, what product, where do I start, how do I find a training product, like what do I do? So if you really want to, if you're serious about this, make sure you're there February 17th, right?
Yeah, and the 24th.
And the 24th.
But real quick to finish what I was saying is, so we're building this community so that everybody has a platform and a foundation to start on. Because if you're like anything like me or anything like JT, when we first started, we say, where do I even start? I want to make money. I see you guys making moves. I see, these 16-year-olds you guys hang out with making bands, but where do I start? And nobody has that foundation. So what ends up happening is, a lot of ignorant, conversations and questions. And ignorance is not bad. Ignorant is not, a negative comment. I'm not, trying to offend anybody. Ignorant just means you literally don't. You don't know. You just don't know. So you have to be educated. So we create this platform. People become educated. Now the conversations and the level and the quality of thinking that people are having in this community are a lot higher than anywhere else you see. Yeah. So, and that's what's amazing about it, because, with a true mastermind group like this, a true, community for people to win, everybody has to be able to get value from somebody else and be able to trust them, be able to trust that the value they're getting is authentic and gonna help them win. But what's happening is they're having that same trust with people who are not really qualified, and the results not there. Another thing too, we're going to be going over at the event. I'm going to be going over, and it's also going to be in the training platform that comes free when you come to this event. Is I call it the TMP system, which is pretty much the marketing psychologist. Another big factor that a lot of people tend to forget is that when you're selling products online, it's not just a numbers game. I know you guys see numbers on the screen. You see numbers that we're making, but it's not just a numbers game. Like, there's other people on the screen are real fucking people. They're real people. So if you want to be able to access real people, you have to understand. You have to be like a psychologist. Like, what is the definition of psychologist? Literally, finding people's problems and trying to help them figure it out and figuring out the reasoning behind it. So if you can do that and you can find what people's problems are and you can provide value to them, provide solutions to them in that marketplace, your conversions are going to increase, and pretty much you'll be able to spend less money to make more money. A lot of you guys are stuck because a lot of the education out there that goes over this type of stuff is just giving you the this, but not actually any reasoning behind it. They're just like, hey, start a store, place an ad, make sales.
There's no system. Yeah,
there's no system in place. There's no reasoning behind it. There's no logic behind it. And so what happens is, the amount of money that people are spending to make, X number is way higher than it needs to be. Like people are spending, $5 to make 10, and they could be spending, 50 cents to make 10. But it's because you guys don't understand, that TMP system. So that's another thing we're gonna be going over. But Jacob, want to let us know if anybody's. We're gonna take some questions too, guys. Any questions you guys have, we're gonna go over some, and then if you just want to go over some stuff too, we're gonna show you guys how JT is at over 200,000 so far this month. And how many days do we have left? You have a lot. We're not even halfway yet. We still. You might have to hit $500,000 this month, dude.
That'd be the biggest one there.
Yeah, so you might hit $500,000 this month. That'd be a good way to celebrate going to Thailand. So you guys don't know, we're going to Thailand for my birthday. About 20 of us, the whole squad, everybody, is making money online.
Big old mansion.
Yeah, huge. 2 mansions actually. 2 mansions. Yeah, right next to each other. For about literally half the entire month. So that's kind of cool too, guys. I'm gonna touch up on that real quick, not too long, but. For me to be like, hey guys, it's my birthday next month. I want to go to a different country on the other side of the world for half of the month. When people mean the most to me, the people who provide the most value to me, the people who mean them like and provide not only to me, but just provide value to people in general, and just like good people, to be able to shoot them all a text and say, hey, do you want to go Thailand for half of the month next month? And for every single one of them to say yes, every single one, none of them said I have to call off work. None of them said I have to save up money. None of them said I have to check my schedule. Everyone's just like, yeah, dude, I'm down. Just give me the info. And just like that, dude. There's like 20, it might be more than 20, over 20 of us going to a different country. The only people who can't come with 16-year-olds, unfortunately. But like that's, for me guys, and not only that, but that means the world for all you guys come out. Like, that makes me feel good because I think back 2 years ago, on my birthday, I think I maybe had like one friend, text me happy birthday. And nobody spent no money on me, dude. And I think I got like a t-shirt or something like that from Ross. Shout out mom. But this guy's, $30, $40, $50,000 trip, and everyone's just like, yes. It's amazing. So that's something that you guys should be looking forward to. I want you guys real quick before we go over any further. Everybody, I want you on this, like for real, just close your eyes real quick and just imagine 1 year from now, exactly 1 year, you're with, and again, a lot of these people I didn't know 1 year ago, but half of them I didn't know. So I want you to imagine 1 year from now, you're with a whole new group of friends, whole new group of business partners, whole new group of people you've never met before, and they all have the same goals as you, the same visions, they believe you, they support you, they help you, instead of saying, bro, you can't do that, bro, what are you talking about? Instead of hating on you, instead of not believing in you, instead of not encouraging you, they actually are positive, and they want you to win just as much as they want themselves to win, and going and traveling the world with them for weeks at a time, without a heads up notice, just because you want to celebrate your birthday. I'm not even 21 yet, we're going all out like this, dude. Imagine your 21st birthday. I want to see all your guys' birthdays, man. We gotta go hard. But like, just imagine that, guys. 1 year from now, if that sounds cool, real quick, guys. If that sounds cool and you want to travel, just comment real quick. Say travel. I'll see it on the replay, but just comment travel because like that was something that kind of blew my mind, and I'm so grateful. I'm so excited that I've been blessed and been able to have these opportunities and find people that I was able to associate myself with and get information from and learn from that put me in this place. Because if you would have told me 1 year, or not 1 year, but about 2 years ago, at this moment, hey Josh, if you watch this training, Josh, if you go to this event and you network with these people, Josh, if you get hooked up with these people and you learn from them and you hang out with them and you do everything they tell you to do, and 2 years from now, you're gonna literally be your own boss on a whole new level. Nobody can pretty much fucking touch you. I would have been like, what? I wouldn't have believed it at first, but damn straight, you better guess I would have fucking done it. If I knew that, and I know there's no guarantees, but if I knew there was a chance 2 years ago that if I can just say, I'm gonna cut out the bullshit, I'm gonna cut out all these distractions, I'm gonna stop being a bitch, how to say it, and just invest into myself and sacrifice some other stuff, whatever it is, time, whatever it is, parties, girls, boyfriends, whatever it is to you guys. But if I can just sacrifice some stuff right now to go all in on myself, dude, it's just a whole other level of thinking. Not that many people are on that level of thinking yet. Yeah, so what were you gonna say, Jacob? Some questions or
taxes?
We're gonna be going over that at the event. Legally, I can't tell you guys the taxes because I'm not certified, but the person who's at our event and the person that is going to be doing the, we already filmed it, but the entire tax training, he's a certified tax accountant for like e-commerce and stuff like that. So he can legally tell you guys, he's gonna legally tell you, I can't get fucking sued. But he can legally tell you guys that. He's the one who we look towards and, we work hand in hand with him to make sure that we maximize our profits. You guys won't believe the shit that we get to write off. Like you guys saw stuff that we write off, we're gonna be like, what? Like, how does that even make sense? We make money, we wanna keep our fucking money, dude. We don't wanna pay it to the IRS, especially with the tax bracket we're in. Any other questions? You guys have questions? Go ahead, comment, and then you wanna give basic breakdown, kind of how you did it, or maybe even a basic breakdown for some people who might be new to e-commerce in general, Shopify, Instagram.
Okay. First, before I get into that, I just want to touch up on something Josh said, and he was talking about the power of the people you hang around with. It's gonna be a real quick sentence, and that is basically that your net work is your net worth. So ask yourself, how much money is your 5 closest friends have, and if it's poor and if they're struggling too, then maybe you, not maybe, but you do meet some other friends. And this like event is just where you meet those type of friends who have the same ambitions and the same goals. And I can't tell you how much that's helped me with my journey to actually even make this possible. Because I was always the youngest person going to like these big events, learning about like entrepreneurship. It wasn't really e-commerce, it was just entrepreneurship. But then when I got that switch and that paradigm shift in my mindset, that like led me to the direction of online. Because if you're not making money from your phone, it's a dumb phone.
Yeah, what are you doing? It's not on a smartphone.
Yeah,
It ain't no
stupid
smartphone. It's a retard phone.
And
It's a broke phone. The screen ain't broken, but it's broke.
And it's really like the major things that I want to tell you guys, like how this was possible, is literally just basically utilizing your social media. Like I realized one of the biggest problems that people have is that you guys allow your social media to enslave you instead of letting it be the slave. Like you gotta let your social media do what you want it to do, to produce the money that you want. Like I know a lot of you guys follow like all these famous Instagrams or YouTubers and things like that, but how many of you guys are actually hitting them up and asking them for like a shout out for the products that you're selling? And that's how you actually make a whole bunch of money, because all those famous Instagram influencers, they're famous for a reason, because they have charisma or character or whatever they have. And imagine if you just ask them, hey, you're famous, you have like contact with like all these millions or hundreds of thousands of people, can you just literally like, I'll pay you. And really, these influencers really don't know what they're worth. Like I've literally spent $600 on an influencer and made over $10,000 before on influencers. And like right now, I spend a lot more on influencers just because I'm more confident, but you don't ever have to start there. Like my buddy right here, he's gonna come on later on, the guest speaker, he's only 16 years old, and he's been making like hundreds of dollars or like $6 shout outs. And I'm like, what the heck? It's like insane.
Yeah.
So what I'm
influencers are grossly undervalued right now. Huge market opportunity for anybody who's willing to take advantage and learn it. If you don't, you're gonna miss that trend. It's all about catching trends and adapting to trends. And if you miss the first one, if you just miss the first one, all hope is lost for you, because you're not even have a chance to get in and then learn how to adapt. Now you have to try to find something brand new.
Exactly. So, any question yet? No.
Scroll up on YouTube if you have to scroll up.
But yeah, that's what it's literally all about. Like making these influencers like just bend over and just like work for you. That's what they're literally doing. Like they're not even doing that much work. They're just literally posting something on their Instagram account. All you gotta do is just ask.
Yeah.
Literally, just go. You're on your social media most of the time anyway, so just make it useful. Like just ask, and like what you realize too, like once you get something that works, literally it's just a recycling thing. Like literally, then once it works, let's say for example, what you say?
Somebody said, what's the best time to post?
Me personally, for shout-outs, so for shout-outs, the best times, my best results, the biggest days for like shout-outs for sponsored posts have been Wednesdays and Thursdays. Those are usually the days where Instagram has the most influencers, and there's always like there's a few different time frames where like there's the most people there. So usually when I wake up, or the day prior, I tell my influencer to make sure you have the shout out up around like 8:30 to 9 o'clock, because there's a huge peak and surge when everybody's actually getting up and waking up and getting ready to go to school, checking their school. That's like a huge peak.
And it's also very important too, depending on the products you sell, to test it.
Yeah.
For the products that you're selling does very, very well. But also, if some people like to target, specifically different countries. Just targeting a different country might be a little different. So, you always have to test it. We're gonna give you guys everything that we know, but make sure to also, do your own due diligence and test it, get a feel for it, because that's super, super important too.
One I'm gonna tell you what not to do, like let's say, so for example, you post it at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, either 8 or 9, preferably at 8:30. You post it around that time for sponsor posts for 24-hour posts, because that's what I do. I always look for 24-hour posts. I don't really do 6 hours or 5 hours. But if you don't have that much money, then that's a great. You can start right there.
Yeah.
But don't, if you do start right there, then don't ever like ask for sponsored posts like during around 12 o'clock, because 12 o'clock is usually like the dull area for Instagram. Like everybody's at lunch or like in class or something like that. True. So it's either like when you I'm gonna ask you guys, when you guys first wake up, most of you guys, the first thing you do is check your phone. And a lot of people may see something they like and just buy it. So it's usually the morning, in the evening, or like not afternoon, but like midday, like around 5 o'clock, and then that's when like the biggest time there usually.
Want to read questions?
Come on, everybody, ask some questions, man. I'll give you guys whatever you guys want. Just ask, like, whatever you want. I'm here. I'm just...
And real quick, guys, go ahead, type your comments, ask your questions.
Oh, is JT Methods gonna be at the mention
Real
event?
quick, before we answer the questions, just want to let you guys know too, for you that are watching, right here. But we are having an event regarding that question too. The 17th, 24th, 4 guest speakers. Everybody's doing over, I'll say minimum probably like what, maybe $150,000 a month. Probably everybody's doing over $150,000 a month in sales. You know, inside the internet marketing, e-commerce space, and we're gonna be going over that. We're gonna be teaching again taxes, Instagram, Facebook, but that's not even like, you know, that's obviously big. You're obviously gonna meet a lot of like-minded individuals, people who want to work, people who want to grind, people you can maybe potentially become business partners with at these events. But the biggest takeaway too is that you're gonna be getting early access to Excommerce a few months before everybody else. You know, way before everybody else. Something that we've been working on for 7-8 months. Something that's already produced and been proven. Like here's the thing with you know Excommerce. We tested this shit for 7 months. Like, this has already been proven to generate millions of dollars of revenue. It's not just, you know, hey, we made 1 big month. Let's go on YouTube and sell a motherfucking course. Like, you know, our results. Before we even let it to the public, we already tested it with multiple people in our inner circle, and it's been proven to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in sales. You know, and obviously the people who are getting those results are putting in work. They're going day in, day out. I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm not gonna fucking bullshit you like a lot of people will. Say, hey, you join this, you come to our event, you make $100,000 next month. Because that's not true. It's gonna take a few months. You know, some people it takes 3-4 months, some people it takes 5-6, some people do it in the first or second month. That's up to you. But what I can tell you is that everything in here is proven to work. And the cool thing about it is a lot of people are making money with this system without even having to spend a dime at first.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys wanna come, and we're gonna do this actually, so for those of you guys that are watching this, on the 17th, if you guys come, and on the 24th, if you guys come to the event, we're going to give you guys a free Excommerce platform a few months early. And today only, if you get in the next 24 hours, we're going to throw you in our original digital mastermind a year ago. That kind of, pretty much everybody you guys see in this e-commerce space, about 90% of people, the influencers you see in the space, they were on this mastermind. 90% of people were on this mastermind that I hosted about a year ago. And it's been retired for about a year. So anybody who gets in the next 24 hours will get access to that original mastermind, the same one that all these influencers are learning from today, that you guys are trying to learn from, get trainings from. We'll give you guys access replay to our last 3 events: Chicago, New York, Las Vegas, where we went over real estate, dropshipping, affiliate marketing. Literally, we went over so much stuff. It's crazy. We're giving you guys that. It's over 20 hours of content. 20 hours of content. That's free. Both of those combined, it's about $2,000 if it would be sold. That is free. We're gonna give you guys that today if you guys come to the event. Plus Excommerce platform, it's about $4,000 or $5,000 with the training. Before you even come to the event, you're gonna get $4,000 or $5,000 that you can watch before you even meet us in person and work with us in person, you know, hang out with us and stuff like that. So if you guys wanna come on Friday to this event in Los Angeles, you know, if you live anywhere in LA, it's probably in your best interest. And the 24th, also in LA, fly out. We got people flying in from New York. We got people coming from the UK, Canada, Miami, Texas. You know, literally every state gonna make this event. So I'll put the link on the board behind me, and we'll go ahead and answer some questions.
Let's do it. Ask away.
How do you find products?
All right, so how do you find products? That's actually the system I'm going to be going over in the event. I don't have enough time to actually go into full detail with it, but that's basically a system that I call the quadrant. And literally what the quadrant is just basically like simplified. It literally helps you to find products and actually realize what products are hot, what products are not, and then you can literally prepare for it. So let's say, for example, a lot of the products that I sell, although the time and the days and the different holidays may be different, I just prepare for the next year. And then I have 4. It's actually the quadrant stands for 4 specific type of ways to actually find products. And then one of those ways, it allows you to basically to be prepared before the year even starts. So basically, all you literally you're doing is just waiting for a certain time of the year, the month to actually start. And then once that year month starts, you already have your product ready. And then next year month starts, you have product. And I'm gonna be going over this in full detail on the 17th.
And one of the things that, Butterfingers. But one of the things that you guys notice too, with the quadrant system, notice how we said year, not just weeks, not just months. We are building stores for longevity.
Yeah.
Things that can every year make money for 5 years, 10 years. Not just, I almost, it's like what I call call people out, but I'm not going to.
I'm about to call people out.
But like some of these people who hit one trend lucky and make a big month, make one big month, and then their store goes down like by hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, and that's like, like you said, I ain't saying no names, but let's say for example, there's some people who have thousands and thousands of like subscribers on YouTube, and they basically got rich off of fidget spinners. So if you guys seen those videos, I'm not gonna say their names, but who can't get rich off of popping trend? Like it's easy to make money when the trend is hot. Like anybody who was sold fidget spinners can make money back then.
And don't get me wrong, you can still capitalize off those trends. But if you're in it for the long term, you gotta actually figure out business strategies that work long term.
And the cool thing is with the quadrant, one of the parts is just how to find out for the entire year. There's different parts of the quadrant that's actually gonna teach you how to like capitalize on those trends, how to find those trends before people actually get in it, and how to actually find all your competitors as well as actually selling that exact same trend, so you can do it and you do it even better. Because like one of my favorite quotes says, and this is like crucial for anybody in e-commerce or any entrepreneur at all. The quote is this: good artists copy, great artists steal. So you have to be basically a thief, like when it comes to ideas, when it comes to e-commerce, because if you see that your competitors are just killing it and making money, then you need to be like emulating and like copying their ideas and mix it with your own ideas and creativity, and that's how you really, really innovate and just capitalize insanely off of your products that you're selling. So next question.
What's your thoughts on upselling?
It's a must. I mean, you gotta upsell. I mean, if you're really looking into scaling, upselling is not even an option. It's really a must, just because that's how you capitalize on actually increasing the average cost per transaction. And there's also another way I'm gonna just be throwing insane value. But there's another system. I'm a systematic person, because I realize that it's systems that work, not theories. And there's a system that I call a 10-10-10 system, and it's basically focusing on how to increase your business by 30% or more entire year. So that means, let's say for example, if you made like $1 million last year, I'm going to help you literally with this system. You can increase it by 30%. If you wanted to even increase it even more, then literally you just increase the 10-10-10. So instead of 10-10-10, it'll be 20-20-20, 50-50-50. And it's literally the system that literally just blow your business up and expose your revenue. And upselling is a part of that system as well too. One of my good friends as well too, his business partners, Thaddeus, he's really good at that subject too, so he's gonna be touching up on that as well. So you get two different perspectives when in that whole scenario, so it's gonna be awesome. Next question.
Any other questions?
What's better to start with, Instagram influencers or Facebook?
Honestly, I would say actually Instagram influencers. I actually have both, actually, because it depends really on my product. I know Thaddeus's, his method is like he likes starting with Instagram influencers right away, and then he goes into Facebook ads. I do the same thing essentially, but it just really depends, and it just differentiates on the product really. But I would literally say if you're low on money, then I would say then also Instagram influencer would be the best place, because that's how you can actually like get a chance to actually get influencers to work with you for free.
And that in building up your list too is super important. Instagram is a very powerful platform, because it's something that people are already looking at content, they're seeing pictures, they're seeing videos, and it's just boom, it's right in their face. A lot of people are already looking, especially like the meme page and stuff like that, especially if you have very creative products. Very easy to sell on Instagram, and also Instagram is one of the easiest platforms where it's easy to make like an in-app purchase.
Yeah.
Super simple, super easy, super quick. People can literally make a purchase of the product within a few seconds. Another strategy too that I'm going to have the 16-year-old guest speaker go over too, that nobody talks about, is using Google AdWords to build your list, to build your pixel, and then retargeting on Facebook and then targeting on Instagram with people who are already looking for the product. Nobody talks about this, nobody does this, and this is a strategy that's literally making over $10,000 a week at 16 years old, and it's because you're finding customers who are already interested in that product instead of necessarily just throwing it out there, and you're going to increase your conversions. And then another thing too that's untouched and untapped into that is very powerful is the Instagram stories. Nobody's really running ads on those. If you guys learn how to master the Instagram stories, super fucking easy, dude. Because you can literally, if you figure out how to target your settings right, and again, it's like this type of stuff's in the training at the event, but you can literally make it where somebody just fucking sees your stories, like the ads, over and over and over and over and over and over, and everybody do this fucking ads everywhere to the point. And because it takes multiple exposures, it takes the science and psychology behind it. It takes 7 to 15 exposures for somebody to usually see something before pulling the trigger. So a lot of times you're gonna get leads, you're gonna get people to click, you're gonna get people to go to your website, you're gonna get people to check out your product But the thing is, only the people who are gonna buy right away are the people who are just, boom, they're ready, they're excited, they want that product, they need that product, they don't need to think about it. But you guys have to really think about it. For somebody to get up, to see something on the phone, to get up, to pull out their wallet, to pull out, one of their cards, and to put in their information, buy something, takes a lot of effort. Half the time I buy shit online, I put my I just like close it out. I don't buy it just because I don't want to go to the other room and get my wallet. So you guys have to realize when you guys are selling things online, there's certain strategies you guys need to do. And this comes down to not only your retargeting, not only to where you're putting your ads, but how your copyright is very important. Your email marketing, how you word things, the psychology behind it, the pictures, the graphics, all these things are very crucial things that play a huge role in your store that it needs to make people make a conscious decision to get up and make a purchase with your store. And if you can't master that, and you're just spamming people, because 99% of dropshippers spam people, they're fucking just horrible ads, dude. Free, click the link, 5 left, like, it's fucking 3 sentences, they don't even, it's just horrible, dude, horrible. And you're not gonna get any conversions. You guys are wasting your money, spending money on advertising. But if you learn the right copyright, you learn the right marketing, you learn the right psychology, you learn all these things that we're talking about, and I don't know if anybody's talking shit right now on any of the social medias, but just in case there's anybody talking shit, go on my YouTube, look at some of the old videos, look at one of my older videos that I talked about marketing. There's real quick that I talked about marketing, because these are things that people need to understand. These are things that we talk about at events. If you've been to the events, I cleared some stuff up about it before. JT talked about the stuff in the Las Vegas event. We had like 70 or 80 people come to that event a few months ago, and people were like, dude, well, I didn't know this. And it's just because this is stuff that you need hands-on experience to learn, and you're not just gonna learn by reading a book. So you have to, it takes hands-on experience or learning from somebody else's experience to learn this type of stuff. So if you can do that, you can increase your conversions. You're not going to be wasting money. For all you guys that spend all my money and broke, I can't start a dropshipping store. I'm doing everything right. You're not fucking doing everything right. If you're doing everything right, you'll be making money. Hands down, simple. If you're doing everything right, you'll be making $200K a month. If you're doing everything right, you'll be generating millions of dollars in revenue. That's simple. That's point blank. You can't argue that. If anybody wants to argue that, I can't see comments right now.
Go ahead.
I will damn you and flame you later. So, you can't argue that type of stuff, guys. These are facts. These are things that are proven systems, and you gotta be able to, understand that.
The iPhone got too hot and shut down.
You serious?
Yeah.
I'm fucking spitting flames, that's why.
The Instagram
Here,
shut
toss it,
down.
let it cool down. You guys check this out. Fucking Instagram just died because it fucking overheated because we're fucking spitting so much flames on this freaking live feed. Hopefully they go over to YouTube and check it out.
So are we still on Instagram?
Yeah, you wanna let me log in on your phone? Go live there. How did it shut down, dude?
Bro, it's too hot.
How is that even possible? Give us 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties.
I'm gonna try taking off the
My phone got
charger
5%,
case.
dog.
How much battery you have?
I think I have 60.
Yeah, that's one. Let me see. 'Cause I have a full freaking what's it called? I have a full battery. That's crazy. This is a freaking iPhone 7S Plus.
Oh crap, I gotta log out of the account. Sorry guys, after these messages we'll get back to you, but we're technically having current difficulties, so please catch us soon.
I'm just playing.
All right, here, yeah, go ahead and log out. I'll log in and then just bomb away questions, guys. You guys have questions, perfect time.
Yeah,
for us to
ask the
answer
questions, ask away, and also just to touch up a little bit on what Josh was talking about as well too. You want to realize that marketing is 80% psychology and only 20% is mechanics. And once you realize that, and we'll actually show you guys all the apps that we actually use, the little psychological triggers that you might not think actually work, that just will increase your conversion rates like crazy. So we're gonna be going over all that as well.
It's open again, but
Is it live or no?
No.
I'll just do a live there or whatever.
So it'll probably overheat again.
Let's see if we got some more questions.
Yeah, go ahead and read the questions.
Alright.
So what?
Nothing's popping up.
Huh?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, the Excommerce, right?
How many stores do you recommend to have?
Really, that's all on you actually. I have quite a bit of stores. I have a lot, but it's all boils down to one, how good are you? How good is your strategy? Because you don't want to keep opening new stores if you haven't made one successful store yet. So you really want to focus down maybe at the beginning, 2 stores with 2 different niches, just until you actually learn what actually works. and what actually does not work. And then once you find like the system and you realize that literally all you gotta do is just recycle what you did in the previous stores, then you can open at as many stores as you want. And then once you like are able to handle all those stores, you can just outsource it to VAs, and that's how like you make passive income. And that's how we all literally will be able to just like go like out to Thailand without even tripping, because like our money's working for us, even though we're not working for it really, because we have VAs and systems in place. So that just boils down to like whatever your strategy is and how good it is actually. If it's a good strategy, then you can get as many stores as you want. If it's not a good strategy, maybe focus on like 2-3 different niches until like it's actually good and working for you.
Someone said, hiring a VA. At first, guys, I would try to learn the basics of your store, figure everything out. Because if you really, really want to have a store that produces big numbers and consistently and not having errors and having, mishaps, you're going to want to train your VA. Instead of just hiring a basic VA, you're going to want to, actually train them. Just like anything in life. If you want somebody to be successful, they need to be trained. Think of it this way. Look at NFL football coaches, NBA basketball coaches, look at MMA, boxing coaches. Who are these coaches? These are coaches that have done it before, got success, and are extremely successful. The only people coaching that you see in these big industries are people who are, were extremely successful, and that's why they get paid a lot. So if you want to train somebody, if you want a VA to take over your role, your VA is essentially becoming you. So you need to fucking train them if you want them to be able to make money. Okay?
And don't be in a rush to get a VA. Like a lot of people, they just say, oh, I don't really want to work, I just want a VA. You gotta bust your ass off first before you can even think about getting a VA. Because literally, like how you said, you have to duplicate another version of yourself. So in order to do that, you gotta be your best self first. So don't be in a rush. Take your time and actually get to know the system so you can actually teach it.
I see some people asking repeat questions. Make sure you guys watch the replay. If you came in late, watch the replay because some of the questions we already answered that you guys are asking. And if you're not sure, just watch the replay to double check. And you guys are on Instagram too. I know it cut out. Go on YouTube after this live feed to see what you missed out on when it cut out. Just search, Jet Set Fly on YouTube. You can watch the replay if you missed it on Instagram because the phone. Oh yeah, I didn't let you guys know on Instagram. So the phone overheated. Like literally, this is a normal temperature room, and the phone was just live, and it literally turned off, said overheated. And it's just because it's spitting so much flame and so much fire right now that it turned off. So that's what happened. So sorry about that, but you guys can see the replay on YouTube. So don't worry about it. Any other questions on that on Instagram?
There's just like a lot of repeated like Facebook, Instagram ads.
So one of the guys that I have at the event, he's actually in Miami right now. He's actually a huge e-commerce seminar that's going on in not Menifee, it's my hometown, Miami right now. He actually got flown out and he paid him like literally like 10 or 20 grand or something like that to go speak about Facebook ads at this seminar. So he's going to be flying back from Miami within the next few days, and he's going to be at an event on the 17th and 24th. He's a guy who's the boss at Facebook ads. He had over 3 stores last year, doing anywhere between $1 and $3 million in sales. And I think he's selling high ticket products, so he's doing like 60 to 80% profit margins. So do the math. Let's see.
When creating a Facebook ad, do you go for conversions with purchases or conversions with
You want to
products?
test, you want to wait. So that's when you, the guy he's talking about, he's gonna go more in depth into that. But my beginning stage is actually creating a Facebook ad is like once you want to go through Instagram influencers first, just so you can build your pixel up so you can get that data that it actually needs. So you won't just be guessing, because if you just guess automatically into Facebook ads with all the strategies that Shane is actually going to go over, then you won't have any success. So you have to really take it slow, really. And there's multiple ways. So my way is like the way where you build the pixel up, and then Shane actually has like the golden nugget way where you can literally just like go in blindly and like have these different tests that will literally just accumulate so much massive success. He's a better teacher in that area than me. So.
And Shane's been doing, for you guys that don't know, Shane's been doing e-commerce and dropshipping for what, 4 or 5 years now. He's a bit older than us. I know we're pretty young. You guys see us, 19, 22. I want to say he's like 29, 30 years old. He's been doing this like for a long time. He's really, really good at it. He's not really big on social media. He's not focused on trying to give out his information and build a personal brand. He's just focused on making money. So his results are proven. We got in contact with him because he actually lives in Newport Beach. We ended up kind of meeting him. He came to one of our yacht parties, and we kind of we figured out his skill there. I was like, oh dude, this guy's a fucking genius. And we started working together then. We're working on projects since then. And a lot of money together. But he's just the guy who's focused on purely results. He does stuff with Grant Cardone, and he's just a beast. And he believes in the vision. And if you guys do follow him, again, there's not a huge social media, but for a small social media page he does have, he's been going live like last year, just giving out free information, just for a year. Not selling anything, just giving out information. And so we brought him on. We asked him if he was down to share that information, and he's down because he's been, he's also doing stuff with stocks, real estate investing, software. He's actually an angel investor. So he's probably gonna exit. And put more of his stores on VAs over this next year, and he's gonna be focused on investing and have all of his stores on autopilot. So right now he's focusing on training his VAs, handling all that stuff. So this is a guy who's been doing millions of dollars of revenue every year, who's been crushing it, and the results there. The results are proven. So I'm actually really glad we have Shane. Shane actually runs for all my businesses. He runs my Facebook ads too. Any other questions? Some people ask questions like, key habits that attribute to your success.
Where do you find mentors?
Where do you find mentors? You go out, you meet people, you network, you go to events. I went to an event in December, about 2 months ago. It was like $1,000. I went there, I met a lot of people. I didn't even need to go. I didn't need to learn any of the information. I knew a lot of shit there. But I didn't know there was going to be other like-minded people there. So I just went to meet people. And some of those people are people I'm working with today. So you gotta get out of your comfort zone. The biggest fucking thing is nobody wants to, everybody, alright, you guys just activated fucking the raw Josh. The biggest fucking thing, dude, is 80% of people watching this right now, and I'm sorry if this offends you, are, feeling entitled. You're feeling entitled, and you feel like somebody owes you something. And I know people probably are starting to get mad. People probably might start saying shit in the comments right now because I'm getting fired up. But too many people feel entitled, and they feel, like the world fucking owes them something. So when they don't get fucking results, when you don't have, the answer to your question, when you don't know how to do something, you blame everybody else instead of looking for fucking solutions and being proactive and finding people who've done it. So when you don't make money, this didn't work, the videos didn't work, you're not giving any value, you're just saying some random shit right now. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I'm sorry, I hate cussing, on live feeds, but too many people feel like entitled, too many people feel like the world owes them something. And I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, the world doesn't owe you shit. Nobody owes you shit. You shouldn't be entitled. Everything that you get in this world is gonna be only what you deserve, only what you're worthy of. The reason you guys see these type of results is because we're worthy of it. We put in the hours, we put in the work, we fucking paid tens and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars of shit that didn't work, shit that worked, to figure out what we need to do. We met hundreds of people, thousands of people, seek mentors, seek information, seek the right things we needed to do, got our hands dirty, not just watching it. Because a lot of you guys right now, you guys watch videos every fucking day, and you don't do shit still. You just fucking learn for months and months and months, but you never actually take action. You never actually invest your money. When you don't invest your money, there's no reason for you to be successful. If you're not putting in anything that's going to create you to be emotionally attached to your outcome, you're never going to be successful. If you're not emotionally attached, and the reason you become emotionally attached is you need something that means something to you. If you don't give up, you're not going to get it. Simple. It's basic human psychology. That's how the brain works. Don't try to argue me with it because that's how it works. If you get some shit for free, and don't get me wrong, there's shit that's going to be out there for free, but 99% of the shit that you give for free, you're not going to execute on it. You're just gonna watch this video, and go watch another video, and go watch another video, and go watch another video, and then you're gonna see some dude who got, made fucking $20,000 the first motherfucking day, and then you're gonna think that you can get rich quick like that too, and you're gonna buy his fucking training because you think you can make $20,000 the first day, and your fucking dreams are gonna be cut in half because it's not gonna fucking work. That's it. Stop looking for the easy way to help. Start becoming a worthy individual. Here's the thing right now, guys. This is how I like to think. And this is what changed the game for me. You probably have the same exact mindset. This is what changed the game for me. When I was at the point in my life, when I was first getting started, and I had only literally $300. I had like freaking maybe it was like I think it was like 305. I had like $5 in my bank account, like $300 in cash, because I was selling like t-shirts and stuff like that at school for cash. I had like $300 cash, $5 in my bank account. I had $305. I needed to get started, and my initial upfront cost that was that deemed reasonable was about $300. And I was at this moment like, dude, do I really spend all my money trying to get started? I was like, this is all my money. This is why would I spend all my money? This is retarded. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. And I talked to my dad. My dad, his value is something that I highly value. And all he said was, it was very simple. In 1 year, is that $300 going to matter to you? In 5 years, is this $300 investment that's going to matter to you? In 10 years, is that $300 is going to matter to you? And I was like, well, no, because I know I'm going to be successful one day. I know I'm going to make money one day. And he's like, okay, but that money that you invest is going to give you a lesson, you're going to learn something, or it's going to make you more money than you spend. Both options are going to greatly improve your life over the next year, 5 years, 10 years. And when I understood that, I literally was like, dude, I'm all in. And I literally just kept thinking that same exact mindset. And I even made $10,000 decisions and $40,000 decisions with that same exact mindset. I remember when I first started making money, I had my first $10,000, I blew it all because I wanted to invest back into myself. And I was scared, but I knew like, hey, I know that I'm either gonna make money or I'm gonna learn something that's gonna help change my life. And if I don't make money, whatever I learn is gonna help me down the road. And when I figured that out, I was more willing to take action instead of just watching video after video after video after video and not do anything. I was more willing to actually get my hands dirty, take action, because I wasn't like, I was emotionally attached to my outcome, but I wasn't emotionally attached to my money. I was emotionally attached to my outcome, but I wasn't emotionally attached to my money, which means that no matter what, I'm set on making this amount of money. I'm set on reaching this amount of success. But I wasn't emotionally, attached to, this money right here in my hands, this money right here in my bank account. So I wasn't, being scared. I wasn't making decisions, and I wasn't being skeptical that could have held back my success. I thought of money as a tool instead of, just something that is, really, really important. Because at the end of the day, money is just paper. And it's just kind of, life is like a game. The more you accumulate, the more points you get, the more you win. And the more freedom you have, the more time you have. And when I realized that, I was more willing to test ads. I was more willing to, reach out to influencers. I was more willing to invest back into my brand. And I mean, I don't even have to tell you guys where it took me. I don't. And, so stop, getting stuck in this mindset. Because that's the biggest thing holding back. It's not just this information. The information we're going to teach you is really important. But if you don't learn this right here, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
And that's deep. That's so true, though. One of my mentors actually told me that a scared man can't get rich, and scared money don't make money. So you got to be willing to actually invest in yourself. Like, I can't tell you how much money I've invested in myself. Like, now I have a lot of money, so I do a bigger investment for myself. Like, I'm a part of Tony Robbins Platinum Partners, and that costs over $75,000 just to be a part of. But I'm putting myself in proximity of millionaires and billionaires that I can learn from and actually I can grow from. Because like I said, proximity is power, and your network is your net worth. So make sure you surround yourself with those type of people who can push you and just make you just like blow through to the next level. And don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Because that's a must. Like, you have to literally invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, and like Josh said, if you expect to get hand-me-downs all the time, you're gonna be a fucking worthless loser who is gonna be just jealous and envious of everybody else who just soars because they decided to make an investment in themselves. So don't be scared ever, because actually you can never actually lose with any investment. Like Josh said, you're gonna learn a lesson. I want you guys to think about every investment. If it costs you money, think of it as tuition when it comes to school. Because when you go to school, or if you go in college or anything like that, they charge you a buttload.
Fucking, dude. Like, I'm still paying my fucking student loans. I went to school for 4 months. I'm still paying my student loans.
Exactly. But what you got to do when it comes to business, you got to take the lesson around that, which is basically this, is that, okay, that if I lose in this investment, I better make sure that with that tuition that I paid, I got the lesson. And that lesson will either like push you or make you grow. Like, you have to make sure you grow from your lessons, not just go through them, but you grow through them. So that's vitally important for all you guys watching this.
And real quick, I saw somebody comment, they're like, I get that, it's not all about the money, but why are you materialistic? Dude, what you need to understand, guys, is that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's not about the money. So I'm down to spend my money on shit that makes me happy. I'm down to travel. I'm down to buy nice cars and fast cars because I like adrenaline. I like cars. It's a passion. It's a hobby. If you guys, you can't be, like, it goes both ways. You can't be scared to invest in yourself, but also when you work hard for some shit and you deserve it, don't be afraid to give yourself what you deserve. If it's your passion, if it makes you happy, if it makes you keep going harder, it makes you keep, progressing and seeing results. Also, in the age that we live in today, 2018, things like that, cars, traveling, that opens up opportunity, networking opportunities, business collaboration opportunities, like investment opportunities. So you can't be so skeptical, it's not like, and I'm sorry if I seem realistic, but like, I'm really not. I'm just literally sharing with you guys my day-to-day life. Like, this is just normal life. I'm at a point where it's just like, the money's not, what people like us think about anymore. I'm not gonna lie, at first, it was more on the materialistic stuff. It was like, hey, I really want this car, I really want this, I really want that. But then once you get it, after a few months, it's like, it's normal, what's next? And you can only go what's next for so long. Because here's something I learned from my mentors. For example, when I first got my car, and this is probably the same thing for you, both have, 6-figure cars. When I first got my car, my happiness level when I got my car was at all-time 10. On a scale of 10, it was an all-time 10, right? Now, my car, the happiness level is like 6. But if I get an Aventador tomorrow, my happiness level is going to be at 10 again. But a year from now, the Aventador is going to give me at 7. And I'm Bugatti to give me at 10. So as you progress, your happiness level and your fulfillment level is just going to keep going up. So you have to find a moment in your life when it's not necessarily about, all that type of stuff, and if it makes you happy, it's what's more than that. And, that's why we're at this point, and, we're putting out this information, we're building a community. Dude, we have multiple Telegram groups, we have a Facebook group, and for those of you guys who say, oh, you're not giving value, or if anybody ever says that, you're just ignorant. Again, you're not dumb, I'm not going to insult you, but you're ignorant because you haven't done the proper research. One of the things I also learned from a mentor, this is why I'm really good at arguments. Don't ever try to argue with me if you watch this. Don't ever try to argue with me. You can't tell somebody something without doing proper due diligence and research. If you ever call anybody out, if you ever say a negative comment, if you ever talk shit without doing full background information and knowing exactly what you're saying is a 100% complete fact, you look stupid. You lose all credibility, nobody can trust you, and you're just done. You're done before the argument even started. So, make sure you guys, and that goes with everything. So make sure you guys, you just become good human citizens. Like, fuck, dude. Like, come on. Just become good people. Like, stop having so much hate in your life. Not all you guys, obviously, but like for the 3 or 4 of you guys on here that are just watching, like, fuck these guys. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Like, have some fun.
Those are just the people who are happy with themselves.
Yeah,
They don't even focus on that.
Any other questions? Here's what we do right now, too, guys. I'm gonna hop off real quick, but I'm gonna give you guys some more information because I know a lot of you guys are messaging me and I have fucking way too many messages to get back to all of you. We'll do some more information on the event real quick, and then we're gonna bring like guest speaker, 16 years old, making about 10,000 a month or a week. Fuck, keep saying a month, dude. 10,000 a week, dropshipping, and I believe 65% profit margins.
Oh, 70.
70, I was close. 70% profit margin, 16 years old. And I'm cool with the GTR right now. I like the McLaren's doors go up. I'm cool with it. But he might force me to get it a little bit sooner just because he wants to buy a GTR and I can't have a 16-year-old show me up. But yeah, we're gonna bring him up in about 1 minute. So stay tuned. He's gonna show you guys exactly how he did it, a new strategy that hasn't been talked about before. And what do you say your overall sales are so far?
This month or
Just
this
overall
week?
since you started.
Shoot.
You think you hit 6 figures yet?
I'm almost at. I'll hit 6 figures this month.
To hit 6 figures this month. How long have you been doing that?
6 months.
6, 7 months. Yeah, 6, 7 months. About to hit 6 figures. 16 years old. Bought his first car cash for about 8 or 9 grand after 1 month of dropshipping. His first month. Bought his first car cash. So real quick, guys, if you guys were interested, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, there's a link in the description. There's a link. On the title, whatever, excommerce.co/17 and excommerce.co/24. And again, we're going to be giving away 1 event ticket for the 17th. So if any of you guys, are in the Los Angeles area, make sure you comment. I'm from LA right now, just so we can get an idea. Or just if you live in Cali in general, comment. If anybody actually is willing to make the flight over here for, we'll give you a free ticket to the event on the 17th, just comment. I'm willing to make it happen. Say I'm willing to make it happen. But only we're choose 1 person on this live feed. And they're gonna win. So, that's gonna be it. Just comment and let me know though. But yeah, so if you guys want to come work with us in person and pick our brains and work with us, we have about I think 12 people confirmed for this Saturday in Hollywood Hills. A lot of them just flying in for the day, flying out. It's only a couple $100, and they're going to be gaining all this information. They're going to be getting online access to the Excommerce platform. Over 7 months of testing and training with over millions of dollars to spend to make sure this actually works. And they're going to be getting all that free when they come to the event on the 17th. The 17th is a bit cheaper. And then on the 24th, we're having an overnight mansion event at the Hollywood Hills Mansion, where we're going to be going over all this type of stuff as well. Complete detail, 2-day mastermind. It's going to be absolutely nuts. I know a lot of you guys have been bugging me about this every day for like 7 months. I get probably about 20 DMs a day about Excommerce. But it's finally here, and you guys are about to get pre-launch access. And for those guys who, maybe different countries, we do have people from different countries flying out and making it happen. But I understand, maybe not everybody has the resources available right now, but stay tuned, keep watching. We will keep you guys in the loop. But so with that said, the link will be in the description, excommerce.coach/17 for February 17th, excommerce.coach/24. And we might even make a cheaper package that doesn't include the free online platform, but you can work with us in person, but you won't get the 200 hours of video training. 200 hours. I don't think there's any training online that has 200 hours. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's going to take you guys a few months, but that's why you progressively scale up and make money. With that said, guys, next person I want to bring up, 16-year-old stud, myth, man, legend, Jacob. Jacob Gannett! So here he comes, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Come on, Mr. JTJ. What's up, doggy?
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Jay Canales, and I'm 16 years old, and currently this week, I will show you guys what my phone is using live. I'm at almost 13K right now, and I've seen like some people are like, what are your profit margins and stuff like that? Well, right now, I'm a little bit different than other dropshippers.
Hey, real quick, tell them if they're on YouTube to smash the like button. We don't have, we need 100 likes.
YouTube, smash that like button, because yeah, we need way more likes.
Smash it.
But there's a lot of YouTubers out there, they're making like 200K, 300K in sales, but like I see so many YouTubers talk about like 20, 30% profit margins, a good profit margin. I'm like, nah, screw that. Like, if I'm gonna make $100,000, I want to be able to make like 70K profit off of that, not 30K. Like, I'm not gonna be satisfied with 30K dollars off of freaking 100K sales. So personally, I like looking for higher profit margins. So like I said, my profit margins are 70% or something like that. I'm not really good at calculations. I don't go to school that much anymore.
But you know how to count money, that's all.
Yeah, like once I started making more than my teachers, I started seeing that like, what's the point of this? But like, I guess we don't hate on me for that. But I did about almost 13K, and with about 8K profit just 1 week. I started putting ads last week, and I'm at 13K with 8K profit, so you guys can do the calculations. I'm not good at that. But let's answer some questions real quick.
Alright.
You want to tell me how you're doing it with your Google Facebook strategy?
Oh yeah, and I also use a different strategy than a lot of people. Like, I'm not too sure if a lot of you guys are familiar with Google AdWords, but I found this out, and not a lot of people are using it. Like, actually, there's very little amount of people using this. And the cool thing about it is it's basically free money because they give you $75 free starting off. I turned that $75 into about $3,000. So definitely Google AdWords is really good. And then also what I like about it is it's all warm traffic too. Like, yeah, Instagram and Facebook, they're good, but they're not all warm traffic. They're cold traffic. People are just on their Instagram, just sliding up, and then they see your products, and then they might end up buying it, they might not. They'll probably just look at your page and leave. But on Google, they're actually searching up for whatever product you're selling. So let's say you're selling a hydro flask. If they are interested in buying a hydro flask, they go onto Google and type in hydro flask, and your ad will pop up legit right under the search bar. So it's more and more traffic. And then what you could do is, I think this will be taught in Excommerce. You could use the warm traffic and just keep on retargeting, because the more times that they see it, you'll just be getting so much money, so much more sales, and your conversion rate will just like legit go through the roof. So that's another really good strategy that not a lot of people are using. Like, I only seen, I think, 2 other people use this. So that's something I decided to hop on, and honestly it did really well. I've been able to make 13K in just 1 week. This is my biggest week, and it's pretty crazy how I'm only 16 years old doing this. So yeah, let's hop into some questions.
Yeah, any questions?
Maybe
Let me check. I'll check YouTube too. We're done too,
not.
guys.
Thank you, because these questions.
There's a lot of repeat.
Let them know to watch the replay too if they're.
Hey, let's go, guys. Ask questions. If you want a high quality answer, you need to ask a high quality question, not a question that you can just literally Google.
Somebody said how many spots are for the event. Each event has 40 spots available. Each event has 40 spots. Somebody says, how do you think, make this a quick one, but we wanted to keep it tactical, but how has money changed your guys' life the most?
You want to start?
So
Repeat the question too, so they know.
So the question was, how has money changed my life? Literally, money has literally just, it changed what I thought money actually meant, and it also changed my family life as well too, because I don't know about you guys, but I never actually came from money, because my mom was a single mom who was only making like $25,000 a year, like raising 4 kids all by herself. So that was literally my drive and my motivation to work hard and make something out of myself, just so I could help have something for my mom, just so I could free her, because there were times where she would literally be crying because like
Talk a little louder. Somebody on YouTube.
there was times where like my mom would literally be crying at home because she had no idea how she's gonna put like food on the table. She had like no idea how she's gonna pay rent for the next month. So that was my motivation and my drive. And having that why behind me just allowed me just to work my ass off. I don't honestly think there's somebody who works harder than me or smarter than me. And that has just, it drove me to make insane amount of money just so I can be able to give back. So I'm more about like a person of impact. I like helping people. Like my passion is literally helping people. Money, at first when I first started making a lot of money, I just thought, okay, this is cool because it gives me the opportunity to buy things. But money is way more than just the opportunity to buy stuff. It's the opportunity to give, impact, and encourage other people. And that's literally my passion. Like literally, it's changed my whole mindset. Instead of being product or like material focused, I've been becoming contribution. I'm a huge contributor. I donate to a whole bunch of to charities, and I also like help a lot of people. So it actually just changed my entire psychology and those people around me that I love, because with money I was able to allow them and give them opportunity to experience the experiences like this life actually has. Because a lot of people, they just survive, but they never really get a chance to live. And having like money just accumulated just changed my entire like focus. And I want you guys to realize something real quick is that if you're an asshole or a dickhead when you're broke, you can be an asshole and a dickhead when you have money. Money is nothing more but a magnifier of who you actually are. So don't, like Josh said earlier, don't be attached to the money, but be attached to what it can actually give you, because that will formulate and create what's called a why. And a why will literally push you when you feel like giving up. And if you ever fall, what a why will do is make you fall on your back, because if you can look up, then you can get up. And that's just basically how money has literally just changed like my entire life, and just opened up my eyes, and just it gives you a sense of freedom and happiness in a sense, just because you can do more things and give back to more people.
Alright, let me answer this.
I think a lot of people like that.
How can you deal with feeling unmotivated and lazy at times? Well, me personally, like I like to have a goal. For example, I've had this goal for 8 years now, and I really wanted it, and I thought the only way I was gonna be able to get it was if I'm like a millionaire, or like when I'm like retired, like when I'm 80 years old or something. So like, I like to work. I like to have motivation for something that pushes me. And like for example, like my passion is cars, and I really want a GTR. Like I've dreamed about having a GTR. Copycat. I've dreamed about having a GTR since 2010 when I watched Fast and Furious. I saw a GTR in there. I was like, damn, that's my dream car right there, and I want to own one day. And basically right now, I was like, I could legit make this happen at 16 years old. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working legit 20 hours a day. If I sleep 4 hours a day, that's a really good day for me, because like I don't really sleep that much, and it's been really hard. And this is where somebody asked, how do you deal with business and school at the same time? And so this is where it cuts into that. Is I realized in school I was probably wasting 10 to 12 hours a day on like useless stuff. Like I'm sorry, but like in school I didn't need the stuff that I was learning. And so I realized how to cut down from 10 to 12 hours a day to 1 or 2 hours a day. And what I do is I do online in school. I only go to school once a week now, so I really don't have school as a main focus anymore. And now I have more time. I have an extra like 8 to 10 hours to focus on my business. So once you start getting if you guys are in school, once you start getting your business going, and it's doing really good, that's when you could go into online school. I don't suggest you do it right away because make sure like your business is going, but once it goes, then you can move to online school and you have more time to focus on your business.
Yeah, then somebody said, to touch back on that question, hang on, let me go back to it. The question was, how can you deal with feeling unmotivated and lazy at times? Well, one way you can do it, which is like the ultimate way, is you want to think of what are the consequences of you being unmotivated and lazy? Who around you will suffer? What are the things you won't be able to do because you're unmotivated and lazy? And just allow that pain to just literally push you and drive you, because if you're serious with yourself and you're honest with yourself, you won't only suffer if you're unmotivated and lazy, but everybody around you, your mom, your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever's around you will suffer too. So you need to just find things that can actually motivate you. Allow that pain to motivate you. Allow your desires to motivate you. And don't always allow it to be around materialistic things, because if you just get something materialistic, then it's like, it's just a short-term fix. So you gotta really focus on the emotions, the impact, the life you truly want to live, and just the experiences you want to share, the relationships you want to build.
What are you doing majority?
Speak up a little louder too, guys.
Alright, somebody asked what am I doing majority of my time when I'm grinding 20 hours. What I'm doing is, they said order fulfill. I probably only spend 1 to 2 hours of order fulfill. I'm trying to get that automated though, but like every day it keeps on getting worse. I keep on getting more orders, so it takes more time, but I'm trying to get that automated. But basically, I've been trying to grind out on YouTube a lot, film a lot of YouTube videos. Also, I research a lot. Like, most of my time is researching. Like, I love learning new ways and learning new stuff, so I do a lot of research. And then I always can make my store look better, and I can also open up new stores. So I put a lot of time into my Shopify stores and doing research.
Okay, let's see. Jacob, who has had the most effect on your life? Oh, thank you, but I appreciate it.
That's a hard one. I honestly don't really know right now. Like, I have to think more.
That's good.
Like, there's multiple people, like, legit, like, everybody that I meet has a big effect on my life. Like, everybody, because, like, I always learn stuff from new people. And so, like, for example, like, I learned a lot from dropshipping from JT. Like, he's motivated me a lot to, because I see him, he's pretty young too, 22.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, so like, still, he's doing like, these, for example, like 220K a month. Like, that motivates me, even though like I'm 16, like that motivates me, like, dang, like I want to be able to make 220K a month. So like, a lot, and then, like example, Josh, I see him doing big months, and like, I've known Josh since I was a super little kid, and like, I've always known, like, I remember in like, probably like, I was probably like 3rd grade, and he's in like 5th, or I was in 2nd or something like that, and he was selling shutter shades. He would buy them on like China or something and sell them at school, and I remember that, and like, I remember I always see Josh hustling, and I was like, dang, like, like I kind of want to be like him, like not like following, but like it motivates me that like people at a young age, like you can be doing big things.
Been getting rich since day one.
Where are you appreciated for? So me, I'm actually appreciated for a lot of things. I'm appreciated that God has gave me the unique gifts and talents to actually to help and contribute to other people, and actually appreciate just for life. Everything in life, like you should be appreciative of everything. Like me, I'm literally appreciate every single moment that we have. The moment I wake up, the first words that come out of my mouth are just thank you. Because if you have a mindset like that, then you just realize that that's how you eliminate stress and anything that you don't want out of life. So we just really appreciate life, living, family, friends, and new experiences. And just my biggest appreciation though is actually having an impact on other people. Like how he just said that like I had some type of impact on him. That actually gives me intense motivation, and just it inspires me and it makes me like truly happy inside, because that's like I believe why I was born here, to help and impact as many people as I possibly can. Has people ever hugged you for helping them? Yeah.
Oh, dude, at the events, it's nuts.
Okay, I was actually funny.
Explain a little bit what happened at the event, man. What people, how people reacted when you went and you dropped that dropshipping knowledge at our last event.
Okay, it was pretty crazy. So I actually like drove like all the way to Vegas with my Tesla, and like literally everybody just crowded around, like just crying. Like some people were really crying, just telling me like, wow, like I never even thought about this, and they're just saying like you've helped me like change my entire life. Because when you become strong in business, it doesn't just only affect your finances, but it affects your emotional well-being. And I had literally people crying on me, just like hugging me, just like kissing me, and then it was just just extremely crazy how like you literally like your words are kind of like spells that can help people change their lives and literally just can just save people out of nowhere. So it's just really crazy, honestly, and it's a really good warm feeling because it literally gives you a sense of fulfillment because you realize that you know your purpose and you realize that you're having an impact. And really, impact actually drives income. So if you're looking to like, make more money, then focus on helping other people, not for the money, but for just like sincerely just wanting to see them do better and be better. So the question.
There's one about abandoned carts. What is it?
Who says unnecessary?
Do you guys get a lot of sales from abandoned carts? Should this be a main focus?
If you get a lot of sales from abandoned carts, so there's literally ways you can tell like what's wrong with your site. So if you get a whole bunch of visitors and no abandoned carts, then what that usually means is that you really don't have a product that's truly interesting. If you get a whole bunch of abandoned carts, then what that could mean actually, it could mean that it's either a price issue or there's either a checkout issue or people just don't expect to pay that much for shipping. It can be a various amount of different things, and that is very necessary to actually focus on so you can actually know like what you need to tidy up and fix with your store. I don't know if you have any other opinions on that.
Basically the same thing he said. If you're getting a lot of visitors and no abandoned carts, like honestly, it's probably with your product because like people are driving to your store but they're not buying anything. So either you could be charging just stupid expensive or your product's bad. But if you are getting a lot of abandoned carts, like for example, one of my days, I think it was 2 days ago, I got a lot of abandoned carts and I was like, what's going on? And I actually was having a checkout issue. Like I don't know exactly what happened, maybe too much traffic to my store at a little time. But I was able to stop real quick, fix that, and then I stopped getting abandoned carts. But don't like put all your focus into abandoned carts. They're all really good abandoned cart emails, and just send out 2 or 3 emails, one 3 hours, one 24 hours, one 48 hours later, and you should be making like I probably make a couple like 100, 200 a day just from abandoned carts. So just get those apps and then send emails just every 3 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, and it will help you a lot.
And there's actually some apps that can help you with that actually. There's an app called Beautiful Abandoned Cart. You can actually set the time frame, like when somebody abandons a cart, you can like literally put like 6 hours or 12 hours or 48 hours, and it'll literally you create the template and it automatically will just like send the email to them. There's actually a good question. All right, so somebody said, what are some of your research strategies for both of you? You want to go first?
Let's answer like 2 more questions, and then we'll get the info, and then we'll do the giveaway.
Alright, so the research strategies, so I'm not sure like what type of research you mean. Are you talking about like product research? Are you also talking about marketing research? And what type of research are you talking about? Can you just like hurry up and like type that in so I can know like where to hit at? Because there's different ways to do certain research on. Let's see.
Just go with product research because that's
Just go with product research?
Yeah.
Alright, we're just gonna go with product research. So basically, there's multiple ways actually how you can actually do product research. That's what the whole quadrant system is all about. It's gonna teach you like in-depth, like literally in-depth ways to know that a product is actually selling. But the research is that I usually do like a real quick one that I started off with, and it just like turned to like really, it's way more advanced now. This is before the quadrant even exists. But literally, it's simple. I think this is the one you started off with as well, when you literally go to like Instagram, you go into the search bar.
Yeah.
You go to Instagram, you go into the search bar, and you just type in like any type of trend you think, like an example, like men's fashion or women's fashion, and things like that. And you see all these different theme pages that pop up, and you just look, and you literally see like the different the ads that are there. Because you got to realize something, like if somebody is paying for somebody else to like post on their Instagram, that means they have some type of money installed for the marketing, and you want to check out their website, so we're just do a little bit more in depth about that exact that product that they're selling. And there's the other ways. That's like the beginner way, like when we very first started, before I created the quadrant. And the quadrant literally goes into like things like you can go by the seasons. You can like realize that there's some certain things that sell more seasons than other seasons. And when you realize that, you can literally create a whole game plan for the entire year. And at the event, I'm going to deep research. How you can find out literally like what date and time that this certain product actually like begins to take off. And then if you prepare before that date and time, then you'll be able to ride that wave and just profit like crazy. And there's a whole bunch of other ways of what I use for the quadrant. But it's too much actually to get in right now because we're actually closing down a little bit. So we're gonna take like about what, 2 or 1 more question.
Yeah, I do like 2 more questions and
So we're gonna
get some
do
more info
2 more questions.
and talk about some of the stuff we're gonna be going over at the event, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna do the giveaway for the 1 free ticket.
Good question.
Actually, let's ask them real quick, guys. If you guys can hear me real quick, so we're gonna do a free ticket giveaway for this Friday, February 17th. For this event. So the thing is, guys, we're not sure who's already in LA, who lives in a different state, who lives in a different country. So I need to know right now, guys, if you guys win this free ticket, who can fly to the event, which means we need to have the money to fly to the event, and who actually has money to market their store and follow their advice. Because we don't want to give you guys a free ticket and you don't have, if I'm gonna be dead honest, guys, if you only have $50 to your name right now, this is not for you. Maybe wait a little bit, and later down the line, this can, my bad, it's Saturday, not Friday, thanks Conrad. But if you only have $50 to your name, save up a little bit. I have some free videos teaching you guys how to make money without having any money. Save up, and then later down the line, this can be the opportunity for you. But if you don't have the money right now to make the flight, to stay at a hotel, to be able to fly back, hold off and let somebody else get this money or get this ticket, so that way they can actually utilize the information at this event. So if you're not ready yet, don't worry, no big deal. But start hustling, start putting in work. But we want to be able. Sorry about that. But we want to be able to make sure that you guys, whoever wins this free ticket, is ready to make shit happen and make it work. So that's why. If you guys realize, this event is really exclusive. It's a lot smaller than a lot of our events. It's a bit more price-wise, but it's because the people who are coming here are going to be learning hands-on stuff that's going to teach them how to make a lot of money. And again, no guarantees, but we're teaching you guys the same stuff that makes us, 6 figures plus a month. So I want to make sure that the people who are coming to this event are willing and all in, and have the money to be able to run ads and test things and get real results, instead of just coming and not being able to execute on it. The whole thing is about executing. So if you guys have the money, you guys can make it happen. You can get to here, you can travel here, whatever it is. Comment. We're gonna pick one person, and for those of you guys who don't just yet, at least I hope you guys still come to the event. Don't not come to the event just because you don't get the free ticket. Actually, should we do a discount code? Can I create a discount code for everybody here who doesn't win? We do 1 free giveaway and give a discount code.
1 free giveaway and then the discount code for everybody who's here.
And we'll just have the discount code just only work for the people on the live feed. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll give away 1 free event, and then if you're on this live feed right now, we'll give you guys a discount code to come to LA this Saturday, not Friday. This Saturday, we'll make the event a bit cheaper for you guys, just because you've been on here, you've been getting value, and you've been supporting. But we're gonna give one of you guys completely free. This event on Saturday, we're actually not even gonna make any money. We have this huge mansion, and the tickets are literally reasonable. But this mansion, the price that we're paying this weekend is extremely, extremely high, because if you guys didn't know, it's the All-Star weekend. So houses are like 10 to 20,000, and this is a really small event. So.
All right, so
real quick. So let me know if that's okay with you guys. If you guys, so we're gonna do the free giveaway, and then we're also gonna give away a discount code. If both of those sound okay, say yes.
Yo. Okay, so go on to the questions or what?
Yeah, let's do some questions.
All right, so one of the good questions is what are the top apps? I don't have my computer with me, but I'm gonna go off of the ones that help me the most, when it comes to conversion rates or just upselling as well too. The first one I would say is literally Conversion Plus. I love Conversion Plus just because it focuses on the psychology, because everybody has the fear of missing out. Everybody wants to be able to capitalize on a great opportunity or a great product that they really like. And what Conversion Plus actually does, as soon as you press add to cart, as soon as the customer press add to cart on your site, and literally a timer will pop up. You can pick the time frame. It can be 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever you desire. And then literally, it'll just literally click down. So when you literally, think about it. If you saw a project you like on your website and you see a timer, you're just literally clicking down, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up and get this before it runs out. So Conversion Plus is a really great app that that when I first started off and I found out about it, increased my conversions insanely. Another good app to have right along with Conversion Plus is called Hurryfy. There's multiple versions of that app, but I personally like Hurryfy a lot better. And what Hurryfy actually does is a timer on the give your your product, and right above your description, and that little timer is like a bar. It's like a red bar that's constantly decreasing, and right above that bar there's like numbers of like how many products you actually have left. And then literally that number just goes down. Like you can pick how fast it goes down too, and you can pick what number it is. So it can literally be like only like 5 left, and like a decreasing bar just going down. And then to even go more into the psychology part, there's literally like a timer that's literally ticking too. So you're literally like on the edge, like, oh my god, I can hurry up and get this, because you see it's running out. And then once you click add to cart, then boom, Conversion Plus comes right there. So that's 2 powerful apps to have right side by side. And I actually have like a few apps, so I'm not gonna go through all of them because we don't have the time. But I will be saying them more on Saturday this weekend. But another app that's really good is Upsell by Beaconing. And what that does, it will increase your average calls per transaction. And that's going to be one of the key strategies that I talk about when it comes to the 10 by 10, the 10-10-10 plan. And that's how you just basically blow up your business and blow up your profit margins and blow up like your revenue, your sales, and pretty much your entire your money and everything. Another one is Beautiful Abandoned Cart is really good for like abandoned cart emails as well too. And before I just keep talking, I'm gonna let you go. Oh wait, one more. You can say this.
Another one I really like is Sales Pop by Beacon. And basically what it does is in the left corner, you could make it like any product, but it'll be like so-and-so in Temecula, California just bought this. And like it just keep up, so like it builds more social proof for the buyers, like the people on the website. So they're like, oh dang, like a bunch of people are buying items right now, like all over the world. So like this is a more legit site. Then also they could go and click on that item. So let's say like something pops up and they actually like that item, they could go and click on it and then buy it right from there. So that I'm pretty sure that's a free app, and you do make a lot of money from it, and it also builds a lot more social proof. So that's definitely something you need. And then also a trust badge. Most of these are free, but basically it's usually below like the timer or the add a cart button, and it just says like secure checkout with like PayPal, American Express, like all that stuff. So it makes people feel like their stuff is more secure. So those are 2 apps that you must have too, along with JT's apps. So make sure you guys go and download those.
Yeah, there's a lot more apps that I didn't really go over because we don't really have the time. But if you guys really want that free ticket, then let's make this kind of interesting. Like put in like your favorite quote, or put in just a nugget of wisdom that can literally like help everybody. And let's just say whoever.
Alright, let's do this. The biggest tip they got from today, plus a quote.
Okay.
Check the YouTube. I'll let you guys choose the winner. Again, it needs to be somebody who said that they can make the event. And then I did make a custom discount code, so it's valid for 24 hours. So whoever else doesn't win, we'll give them the discount code for 24 hours. It's $200 off. Works for 24 hours. They're not going to get as much bonuses, but they're going to be able to come work with us in person. And then somebody's going to be able to come 100% free and get everything.
Yes, sir. So you guys heard that, right?
So remind them one more time what they need to do. Start bombing away at the comments.
So what you guys need to do is you need to comment and basically write down a nugget of wisdom that you've learned from today. And you can only comment. You can actually only if you can only make it to the event, then you should be making those comments, because that's who's going to get the free tickets. You have to, 1, be able to make it to the event, and 2, just be able to write down something super insightful and impactful that the whole community and family can actually learn from, that you learned today. So let's get it.
A little bit this one, because like a little off that one.
Which one?
This one? Yeah. Just like this one.
I'm gonna say these comments, man.
And remember, only leave that nugget of wisdom if you can actually come.
And you have money for marketing, you have expenditures. Like again, if you have $50, wait a little bit, let somebody else get the opportunity so they can fully utilize it. I know you guys like free stuff, but we want to make it worth it.
The shirt.
This
looks cool.
Somebody said BGM.
Yeah, you guys are pretty smart. I like a lot of you guys. But there's only one winner.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Giving away my new Rolex? No, I'm kidding. This dude.
Which one? Oh my god.
YouTube blocked him, but.
Come on, man.
Let's try to choose a winner next 45 seconds. Next 45 seconds, choosing a winner. Who's coming to Los Angeles February 17th? 100% free, almost $800 event, plus the Excommerce platform, included free, plus everything. Everybody today that gets a ticket today, you guys are going to be getting, I think it's like $5,000 or $6,000 of bonuses from other events that we've done in the past, replays, masterminds, over real estate, affiliate marketing, dropshipping, Shopify, influencers. We're going to be doing all that all free to you guys today. So for anybody in this event, whether you win free or you use the 24-hour discount code, you're going to be able to get all those bonuses today. So we're going to choose a winner right now.
We've got a winner. Are you guys ready? I don't know if you are, but we're about to give you the winner. And the winner is...
I don't know if I pronounce your name.
Should we do one winner from each platform? One for the 17th, one for the 24th?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Sure.
All right, guys. We're gonna do one winner from YouTube, one winner from Instagram, and one of you guys is gonna get a ticket for the 17th. The other one's gonna get a ticket for the 24th, and then the rest of you guys will get a 24-hour discount code to lock in this event.
Okay, so are you ready now, everybody? Because we're about to give you the winner. And the winner of
Instagram.
Which one is this one? This is the 17th?
We'll choose after.
We'll choose after. But the winner for Instagram comments, you've been with us this whole time. You've been simply amazing. You've been throwing out nuggets of wisdom, man. You're awesome. And it's going to be Nardin the Triumph. Nardin the Triumph. I know how to say a name on Instagram, broski.
Let's see if you.
What's the comment? Read the comment.
He said multiple comments.
Which one's the winning one?
His last one was just.
Take action and execute on your ideas. When you're lazy and unmotivated, think of the consequences of being lazy. And remember why you started in the first place. Where you at, Nam?
I just pinned his comment. Go ahead and screenshot it on my phone.
Hey, what's up, broski? I see you there. So you got the free ticket. And there's one more winner. Is there one more?
Yep, one more from YouTube.
Who's gonna be? Is it gonna be?
Alright, we gotta go off this one. So.
All right, for the YouTube comments, we're about to pick that young winner. Give us like 20 seconds.
Make sure you guys stay on too, because after we announce the winner, we're gonna give away the discount code for everybody else. That way you guys, have that chance to get in still for the 17th and 24th. And congrats to the winner, dude. This is gonna be a big.
That is a pretty good one. Remember his name.
YouTube, keep dropping your motherfucking comments if you want to win. Instagram, stay tuned. Instagram, we're gonna give you guys that discount code after we claim the winner.
Yeah, that was it.
Alright, I think we can go.
Who plans on coming to this event no matter what it takes though? That's the real question. I know we're gonna hook some of you guys up for free, but who plans on making this happen? No matter whatever it takes. Say I'm in. Say I'm in.
No,
What was the name? Damn, we just passed it. Was this
I think we've come to a conclusion. This conclusion will decide the winner. If it's you, or you. But this winner, he goes by this awesome name, man. It's a name, I have a homie by this name. And this young winner, this young hustler, the smartest guy in the group. I don't know if he's the smartest, but he's the coolest. And he's persistent. And his name is Devon Ramsey. Devon Ramsey, my broski, you won the second event. And your winner quote and the insight was just simply amazing. It was actually from one of my favorite books. And you said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. By Napoleon Hill, I got this from the live stream, that it's possible to do anything despite your age. I'm able to attend this event and I hope to see you there. If you didn't hear me, I said Devon Ramsey. We're going to reach out to both of you guys so you guys can make sure you guys go to this event. And just like to let you guys know, if you guys did not win, it's still okay because you guys can get that discount code. I'm going to save you insane amount of money in order to just make a whole bunch of money. And what you guys are going to get in this event, just to break it down real quick for you guys, you guys are literally, you guys are going to lead with ideas how to find products for life, how to capitalize on any trend or any time, any day or any month or any year, how to fully utilize marketing strategies behind Instagram, marketing strategies with Instagram influencers, how to find Instagram influencers, how to create senses of urgencies and psychology behind your websites. You're going to actually learn how to scale. You're going to have to actually learn how to
If you're not good at marketing, it's totally fine. Nobody is ever good when they first start out, because you don't have to be good to get started, but you have to get started to become great. And that's what we're basically going to give you guys. We're going to basically give you guys greatness. Every single thing that we know. We're going to give you guys a strategy. You guys are going to learn the quadrant. The quadrant is literally, if you don't get anything else from the event and you get the quadrant, you'll be literally able to make money no matter what, no matter how old you are, no matter what your physical abilities are. You'll be able to teach your family how to make this money by just learning these simple techniques and learning these simple systems. So you learn about the quadrant, how to find any product, how to dominate any product. You learn about how to market, even if you have no marketing experience at all. You learn how to scale, so you too can actually make $200,000 within a month, or even $100,000 a month. And even if you guys just want to make an extra $1,000, $5,000 a month, you're gonna learn all those strategies that literally work. And literally, what you're gonna actually, the biggest thing that you're literally gonna get is that you don't have to waste time. Because Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, he said there's two ways to learn. There's one way, which is by your own experiences, and there's another way, which is by other people's experiences. And the second one is the smartest one, because if you learn by your own experiences, it costs a lot of energy, time, and money, and heartaches. And what we're literally going to give you guys is like literally all the lessons and every single thing that we've learned through all our heartaches and hardships. So that's what you guys are all going to get. That's what you guys are all in store for it. And I'm happy you guys.
Real quick, so one, let me hop on from the camera. So I want to say real quick, that was a hell of a job picking those winners. Good shit on all you guys that participated, that tuned in with us and stayed on the whole time. We did decide to do a last minute discount. It's not going to include all the bonuses that everybody else is getting, just because it wouldn't be unfair to people who are already locked in their spots. But this code right here, live13, because we're live and today's the 13th, right? Yeah, live13. You go to excommerce.co/17 for this Saturday.
The video paused.
The video pause, you can just hang out. And I see.
Good now?
That's the pause.
Let's see.
Hang on, you guys. We have a little technical.
Shouldn't be.
Okay,
We're good.
Yeah. So real quick, guys. Excommerce.co/17 for this Saturday in LA. Excommerce.co/24. You're gonna see us on 24th. This one is also overnight. You can stay the night if you want. It's a different option. But Hollywood Hills Mansion, 4 speakers. Actually, there's gonna be a few more guest speakers, but 4 main speakers. Workshops, breaking into groups, helping you scale. Anybody who's not doing 50K a month, you're gonna get massive value from this event. And this code right here, live13. If you go to that link, it's going to get you $200 off. That's money you can put towards your marketing, money you can put towards travel, money you can put towards flight, money you can put towards hotels, unless you stay the night. Actually, no, this doesn't apply for overnight. And then plus you get the free Excommerce platform, which was in the works for the last 7 months. And we guys kind of gave you a little bit of a breakdown of what it's going to include today. But I mean, dude, this is just like, we're like me and JT and Jacob are like 10% of the entire Excommerce stuff you guys are going to learn about. So put that in perspective. We're going to be bringing on other people all week. You guys are going to see a ton of stuff. I hope to see all you guys at this event. I know all you guys are fired up. Anything you guys want to go over?
And then Devin, man, I see you over here. You're just going crazy. And I see you said.
Tell him to drop his email real quick. And IG, we got a minute left, but tell him to drop his email so we can screenshot it.
Drop your email, Devin. I'm so proud of you that you manifested this. You're saying how you attracted this and you visualized it. And yes, my brother, your life will never be the same again after this. That's pretty much it, everybody. God bless you, Devin. I can't wait to meet you and just help you out, really. Now drop your email too, Devin, real quick. Hurry up and drop your email up.
You want to remind everybody too and give them the code real quick, so you know.
What's up?
Remind everybody on the IG live feed.
The YouTube live feed or?
IG, we got a minute left. Just remind them about the event, the details, and the code and everything. Yeah, so code guys.
You just put it on there.
The code guys is live13. Go there. Excommerce.co/17 for this Saturday. Excommerce. The code is only valid for 24 hours. So if you try it 24 hours from the second this live feed ends, it's not going to work. It's going to work for 24 hours. It's just for you guys who tuned in and been here this entire time because we appreciate you guys. So the code's going to work for 24 hours. And for the 17th, you got less than 2 days to lock in a spot for that event because it's going to be on Saturday. So I know it's last minute, but we want you guys to make it work. Pause, do poor connection. happens.
Oh, I just ended.
All right, and finish it up on YouTube and Facebook, or you want to wrap it up? Facebook, talk to them real quick. I wrap it up on YouTube. Okay. All right, YouTube. How do I turn the camera on?
Up, man.
All right.
Facebook.
YouTube. We got him in the back. We're not trying to talk. We're not trying to talk. The code will last for 24 hours.
We're both talking at the same time.
Wait, hold up. I go 10 seconds. You go 10 seconds.
All right. I know.
So. Yeah, guys, use the code. I'm gonna show you guys on the board, but excommerce.co/17. I'll put the code in the description, and excommerce.co/24. The code is live13. How do I turn the camera, bro? Live13. If you guys want to go ahead and screenshot this right here, it works for 24 hours. So once I end this live feed, the timer will start, and you have 24 hours to use that code. And you're gonna pretty much be able to come to this event, and some of you guys are gonna be staying with us in LA at our mansion. Hands-on, free Excommerce t-shirt, join the community. You're gonna be in our videos. We're gonna actually feature some of you guys as hustlers, success stories, get all of you guys on there. It's gonna be a ton of stuff. Somebody says your card didn't go through. You probably have to call your bank just because it's late night and you're making a purchase. So you might have to call your bank and let them know what's up. But yeah, discount code live13. I went longer than 10 seconds. I always do this. Your turn.
My turn, everybody. So, all right, like my boy Josh said, if you guys know, now you know that the discount code is going to be right here. It's live13. Just to let you guys all know that it's going, once it's live ends, it says 24 hours and this code's going to be gone. So if you're interested and you really want to just have an impact on your family, just change your financial condition, then make sure you take a screenshot.
Can you screenshot?
And take a screenshot and
Kevin's
make sure you use this
email?
discount code.
You screenshot that already?
Live13.
Okay, cool.
Live13, and you guys are going to learn literally every single thing that we know, the top dropshippers in the industry, bar none, that constantly make money consistently and persistently. So if you guys just make sure you go to the website right there. This website, right?
Yeah, excommerce.co/17, excommerce.co/24, live13. We'll see you guys in LA. Fly out, make it happen. Somebody says, if we don't use the code, do you still get the bonuses? Yeah, this code is gonna get you guys the discount, but we can't give you all the bonuses. We're still gonna give you guys the online platform, but today only for this live feed. We are planning on giving away like tons of other trainings that we have and masterminds that we've done and replays and stuff like that. So we're not gonna be giving away those to the people who use the code. But you guys are gonna be able to make it to the event, and what you're gonna get at the event is gonna be 10x that. But we just wanted to prepare some of you guys before the event. So, it just depends. $200 for all that extra training or not. But yeah, so anything you guys wanna touch up on? You wanna leave a note for them? Give them some tactical advice that they can do right now to really win over the next few days until the event.
All right, so some tactical advice for you guys is work hard. Like a lot of people, they don't put enough work in. Make sure you're doing a lot of work, and make sure you come in with a good mindset. If you guys are going to the event, make sure you come in with a good mindset, all fired up, because the better your mindset is and how much more you're fired up to the event, you'll learn a lot more, and you'll be willing to execute a lot more of what you learn, and it will just help you so much, and you'll be like legit, you'll be able to do 5 figures your first month, scale that up to 6 figures. Like, this will be easy for you guys, so make sure you come in with the right mindset and you're ready to win. That's really all I have. You got something?
And have an open mind. That's literally essential, because you got to realize this. If your way has got you where you are right now, then maybe it's time to adopt and inherit a new way. That's the only way you become great, is by literally emulating those of greatness and those who have proven results. So come with an open mind, be ready to learn, and make sure you guys network like with everybody there, because if you're there at that event and you're a true hustler and you're just trying to make a better life for yourself, your family, and just trying to live the life that you always dreamed of. So that's what I would say, everybody, to get the most out of this event, you guys. So like I said, there goes the discount code one more time. It's live13. You're going to get the free Excommerce training, which has been in work for 7 months. So that's it for us, guys. And we hope to see you guys there. I can't wait to actually see all of you guys.